So you're saying something and then blank. No words, no idea what to say next. Does it sound familiar? Have you ever felt stuck when you wanted to say something in English? If so, workshop this with me to find your voice. Find your voice is an idiom that means to be willing to talk, to become able to speak and express yourself. If you want to find your voice, it's important to understand that there is no magic pill to make you feel confident when you speak English. It's a journey which would take time and effort if you are ready to do the work. In this video, you can learn simple yet useful tips how to learn English more efficiently, to stop feeling stuck when you want to say something in English and get more confident while having conversations. I also share authentic phrases that native English speakers use when they feel stuck, forget what they were about to say, or can't find the right words. If you were to go over to my YouTube channel right now, type it in Talk Workshop. What you would see is a bunch of videos on advanced vocabulary, grammar, and pronunciation, but it isn't enough just to watch a video. English, like any other language, is not just bits and pieces of grammar and vocabulary. It's all about how confident you are using all this variety of vocabulary and grammar. To improve your confidence, you need to admit that you may not feel confident right away. Here are several learning tips that can help you build your confidence in speaking English. Have you ever heard about Pareto principle or the 80-20 rule? It says that 20% of our effort bring 80% of the results. The other 80% of our effort bring only 20% of the desirable outcome. So let's focus on this 20% of effort which can bring 80% of results. To learn more in less time, use the following technique. The thing which can drastically improve your speaking skills is sentence mining. As the name suggests, this technique of learning new vocabulary focuses on an entire sentence rather than a single word. And its definition. A word and its meaning is so easy to forget, but if you can find sentences which are interesting or relevant to you, they are likely to be much easier to remember. And if you think that learning a word is easier than learning a sentence, great news. It isn't at all. It's a common misconception. It takes the same amount of effort and energy. So, if you start learning sentences, you'll save time and you'll sound more fluent and accurate. I, for one, still remember a sentence in German which I learned back at school. Ich freue mich immer auf das Wochenende. It was so meaningful to me because I was really looking forward to weekends. I might have hated waking up at the crack of dawn just to go to school. Or mi casa es su casa. When I have guests by, I want them to make themselves at home. I might even remember the third Newton's law. Every action has an equal and opposite reaction, and once something is set in motion, you can't help but build momentum. See, I didn't even have to think what to say. These sentences are just there when I need them, because they are meaningful to me. So, the bottom line, pick and learn set expressions, set phrases, fixed word groups, and collocations rather than single words. If you're enjoying this video, give it a thumbs up and subscribe if you haven't yet. Do you ever find yourself struggling to recall certain words in the middle of a conversation, even though you have no problem understanding those words when you encounter them while reading or listening to something? Do you know the difference between passive and active vocabulary? Passive vocabulary is words and phrases that you understand but are not yet able to use. And active vocabulary, on the other hand, is expressions that you understand and can use in both speaking and writing. So, here's the tricky thing. When we recognize or understand something, we assume we know it. Yet, understanding vocabulary isn't the same thing as using it. If you understand what an expression means, it doesn't necessarily mean you can use it in your speech. Here's what you can do to turn your passive vocabulary into active. The only way to activate passive vocabulary is to use it. Put that information you've learned to use right away, repeatedly, until it's fully activated. And also make up your own sentences with the target vocabulary. These sentences should be usable and relevant for you. A language isn't just a set of vocabulary and grammar rules. It's rather ideas, feelings, opinions behind the words. It's all about the way we perceive the world around us, and we understand it through space, motion, time, and our senses. So the next tip is use senses to learn English. Collocation to make sense of something, which means to understand. is there for a reason. We learn through our senses, through our sight, hearing, smell, taste, and touch. Your 5 senses are simple yet powerful tools that can help you learn new information. For instance, when you want to learn some expression that describes something, activate your senses. The song sounds familiar. It rings a bell. The coffee tasted delicious. It hit the spot. Memory has the ability to encode, store, and recall information. The way you encode information makes the whole difference whether it gets stored in your long-term memory and whether you can recall it at a specific time when you need it. Using your senses will help build neural connections between expression and the thing it describes. The stronger neural connections are, the better you remember new information. And your senses help big time. Also, research has found that learning environments play a crucial role in learning success. Several factors can affect learning ability, including sitting, light, noise, and even color. You will stay focused and motivated for longer when you are comfortable while learning. Make sure there is no distractions. It will help you absorb information and stay engaged. Sitting in a comfy chair and reading a book makes learning experience so much better. By the way, do you read in original? If you do, you're welcome to leave a comment and share with me what was the last book, article, or maybe a piece of news you read in English. Reading in original and sharing the information you've learned can drastically improve your fluency. Those situations when you get stuck, when you lose words you wanted to say, when you don't feel confident about what you say next are so frustrating, right? These situations happen to everyone, even to native speakers. When you know what to say in that moment, it helps remove the stress, the frustration, and the fear. And more importantly, you can continue the conversation. Here are common things that you can say in those moments when you can't find the word. Just say, I totally lost what I wanted to say. Or, oh, my brain just froze. It slipped my mind, one moment. What was I saying? I lost my train of thought. Where was I? It's on the tip of my tongue. This one is used to say that you almost remember it. It's so close somewhere in your mind, but you still can't remember it. I forgot what I wanted to say. I'll tell you when it comes back to me. Hopefully, it'll come back to me in a moment. Sorry, what was it we were just discussing? It escaped me. I had a senior moment you may use in a joking manner to say that you forgot some word. I can't find the word I wanted to use. Maybe you can help. It's the same that, and then you would try to explain the expression you're looking for with other words, and people you're talking with will help you with this word or phrase. For such situations, you could practice describing the words. Like, how would you describe this thing? When I get stuck halfway into a sentence, I sometimes just wave my hands in the air until the person I'm speaking with helps me out and prompts me with the expression I'm having a hard time remembering. Like, it's time to...
wrap it up.
Right, thanks. That was the exact phrase I was looking for. Just like that. As a rule, people are more than willing to help in these moments, because they can relate. We all have experienced lack of words at some point. Now, with all these tips in mind, I'm sure you can not only find some useful information in these videos, but also start using it. Thank you for watching. Have an enjoyable day.